Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How's it going? How's things? Boom. What's up, everyone? Good morning, Omni. Hey, Iskren. Hey, Nexo. Hey, Donev. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up? Good morning, Em. How's everyone doing today? Did everyone have a good weekend? You're a bit quiet. Yeah, I know why. Hang on. Is that better? Test. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Test. Is that better? 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, it's because I found an issue that I must have done by accident that none of you would have noticed. However, on broadcast, it was noticed. My mic was a bit too sensitive. So what I'd done is I'd accidentally, I'm guessing, knocked up my sense on my mic controls and did it by accident. Um, which you wouldn't notice in stream necessarily, but you'd notice on broadcast. Hey Saka, good morning. Good morning, William. So yeah, we had oh no, it's okay. We had a crazy weekend. I cast the Hearthstone World Championships. It was very fun. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot as always. Um and yeah, it was a great finals. It was a great tournament overall. Yeah, it was just a good time. Also, I went on a journey in Marvel Rivals at the weekend while I was in my downtime between casting. I managed to get to platinum in Rivals, then lose about 8,000 games to then go all the way to gold 0 points. I think I was in minus points at one point, actually, like gold 1. And then managed to climb all the way back to platinum again. It was, I'm just going to say, an experience, if I'm being honest. It was an experience. So yeah, that was Marvel Rivals. I love that game. But as usual, humans ruin everything. it There was some incredible moments. Like the old 4 DPS 2 healer build and so on. It was definitely something. It was definitely something. It was just yeah, I don't know. Going for new cards tomorrow, but so many hours more. Oh, don't worry about it, Kelvin. You'll blink and it'll be tomorrow. Don't you worry. We'll be cracking packs like there's no tomorrow. But there is a tomorrow. Regardless, so yeah, I had a good weekend. I am omega tired today because we didn't really finish up till midnight last night. Then Waffle decided to get up and wanted to go out at 3. Then he got up barking at someone at half 4 or 5. So that's why I'm a little bit late to the stream. I'm just tired. I had to go and do some things before the show. So yeah, my bad. My bad. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Oh, I also played some PoE, some more PoE. It's getting to the point now where I have to start like investigating how I can improve the. I feel like improving your gear in PoE is really hard right now. Hey, Ekrik, what's up? What's up? Oh, we also have this to talk about. This was kind of spicy. Did you guys see the new card announced? Well, announced, leaked, whatever. That is very zoomed in. Whoop. Guys, if you don't follow Nina, you should. It's alright. She takes the piss out of me a lot, but she's alright. She's not bad. This card seems busted. Oh, thank you, Goatski. What is Path of Exile? It's kind of like Diablo, but better in every way, almost. But yeah, basically, Poker Flu apparently is in the set. Fun for Fury yesterday, but Yaming really earned it. Yeah, and I think I said it in the wrap of the show, right? Where like the players from China like popped off this event. They really did. Don't you own Nina Money? Wait, why would I own Nina Money? Huh? Here though, have you read what this card apparently does? Choose one basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile and put it on their bench. Crazy. The only thing I have questions about, and maybe this is such a big deal, this card. This is such a big deal. Do you want to know why this is such a big deal? If this word is translated properly, this changes everything. Like, this actually changes everything about the game. Because I honestly was not thinking they were ever going to do direct choices like this. Especially when you're messing with your opponent's stuff. Like, I was shocked when I read it. I honestly, a part of me still believes it's a translation difference. And then you don't choose. But maybe you do. And if you do, fair enough. Right? But this is huge. Not only is the card fantastic, like it's actually ridiculous. This card has existed before. It's not new. No, I'm not saying about the card shocking. I'm on about this text in Pokemon Pocket. Surprise me. Because with the way Pocket's built, with the way Sabrina works, with the way Pokeball works, and so on, I made an assumption that any effect, because it's Pokemon Pocket and not the TCG, any effects like this would always be, oh, a random basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile goes to the bench. Right? Like, which would still be a good card. And, you know, that would still be good. But choosing changes just the way, at least I look at the game. Maybe you lot are like, oh, yeah, you know, with your pipes going, oh, well, this is obviously blah, 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 blah. But for me, I feel like this is a big deal. Like, the card's good, obviously. But the choose aspect is like a really big deal. And I'll tell you something. Even with just the cards we know about so far, if anyone puts red card in their deck in this new expansion, I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm gonna be raging. I'm gonna be absolutely raging. Fossil Tech? Wait, why? What am I missing? I know you put Kappa, but is there any... So the Fossil gets knocked out, so there's not a basic in the discard? Surely not, right? Because the crazy thing about this is... it's really strong. However, there are things that can keep this in check. Because, for example, if you look at Mewtwo EX, right? That deck as it stands today, Gardevoir doesn't go down that often, right? Like, it doesn't go down that often. First or early. So, the weird thing about this card is, if there's only a Mewtwo EX been knocked out, do you really want to pull it to the bench? Maybe, at times. But yeah, really interesting. Hey, buddy, great commentating this weekend, especially on the final match. Yeah, the final, it was a really good final. It was a really good final. Hey, Stardust. But thank you, I appreciate it. I do my best. But yeah, this card's crazy. However, I want to, wait, can I? Now, does anyone agree with me on this? So, will people try it? Yes. Will it stick? I want to say no. I want to say no. Depends on the meta. Sure. I do wonder how good, like, in such tight deck lists, how good, like, tech cards are gonna be for, like, specific matchups. In Mewtwo deck too. This is what I'm talking about. I'm on about everyone's talked about putting Mew EX in Mewtwo EX, and I don't think it fits. Mew EX can be splashed in any deck. Mewtwo EX already runs a tanking 1 or 2 of, so why not use Mew like that? Because it's an EX Pokemon, right? That's my concern. I'm running Mew into of course. That's my concern. I would use it. Apparently, it can copy. So apparently, the ruling, because genome hacking is in the Pokemon TCG, and apparently, the ruling is you do not need to discard the fire energy, but if Mew has fire energy and use that ability, it will discard the fire energy. Does that make sense? Does that is that, that's how it apparently works. Can you only copy active abilities? Can you copy active abilities or only attacks? No, it's attacks. It says active Pokemon's attacks, and poison's not an attack. Yeah, that's why it's worse as Psychic deck versus Mewtwo, because then it will have to discard 2. Yeah, it will discard 2 if you use it in the mirror match. True, Pikachu is a good Mew counter. Well, there's loads of stuff. Think about this, right? What does this do against a Weezing or an Arbok or the new Taurus? Like, there's a lot of Pokemon this does not do much against, right? Right? Does that make sense? Like, this... this, I think the card's good, but I don't think it's just auto put in all decks. And I don't think... honestly, I don't think it goes in Mewtwo EX. I also read Pat Points apparently confirmed. Oh, from the mini set. Makes sense. Yeah, it would be really interesting because it feels like this is one of the first real Pokemon tech cards. I think in Pikachu deck you just drop Raichu and play Mew EX, but then remember your Pikachu EX is going to suck more often because this is not an electric Pokemon. which means your Pikachu might have to do 60, which is terrible. An EX Pokemon with low health and only doing 60 damage. Yeah, it really feels like this is the first tech card as a Pokemon that we've gotten, right? Because I don't think this goes in Pika. Sorry, guys, my phone's what's going on. Oh, there's more. I mean, Taurus Aerodactyl's a tech card, but what I'm saying is, like, this is the first time we're getting Pokemon as tech choices. Because without a good genome hacking target, you sucks. Because it's not like Psyshot's good, right? And it's an EX and 130 health EX, so it's very, like, light in terms of health. There's an interview with the Pocket Dev in Japanese. Did you have a look at it? I did not. I've been so busy this weekend. But yeah, for me, I don't think it's just an auto put into Mewtwo EX. I really don't. I really don't. Oh, it's a cool card and it will be played. But I saw a lot of comments like, oh, they're just making Mewtwo EX stronger. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I don't think that's strictly true. I really don't think that's true. It just makes Mewtwo EX stronger. Hey, Cap, what's up, mate? I hope you're doing well. Cap, did you hear about my journey? Probably not. In Rivals. I I went up to Plat, and then within a couple of hours lost about 100 games, went down to Gold 1 0 points, and then climbed all the way back to Plat again. It was I need to see a therapist after that session, honestly. I'd rather have the option to ramp up a Mew or keep it in hand than red card. Oh, I mean, you lot, we know it, right? Yeah, I do think this in like wheezing could be good, right? Because you could sit this on the bench and build the energy. Although, again, just to bear in mind, keep people on track here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 3 energy is a lot of fucking energy, right? It is a lot of energy. What's the retreat cost? Oh, sorry, you can't. Sorry. One. Sorry, I thought you could see it, but 3 is a lot. That is effectively 3 turns of doing nothing, and then you need a good attack to use. So it's the same with all the cards so far, or a lot of the cards, that it's good, but I think people are thinking I think everyone's thinking that all the time genome hacking, sorry, is gonna do like 150, 200 odd damage every turn. And it's just not going to, is it? Right? Like it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, Simply Uber, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. Need to see Volcarona. Would have seen. Yeah, no. I think this is what's incredible as well. Can you combo Mew with new Vaporeon? Vaporeon only works water to water. Vaporeon would be broken otherwise. I think what's truly incredible as well, other than the ones in the trailer and Poker Flute, we've got no clue what the cards are tomorrow. How crazy is that? It's been a long time since I've played a card game where an expansion's gonna come out and I just don't know what the cards are. Like it's weird. It's weird. It's just like I guess we're just gonna rip some packs tomorrow and find out, right? It's so cool. I'm down, honestly. He doesn't know. I don't know what. Wait, what don't I know? And how Pidgeot EX is or Celebi, yeah, exactly. Taurus is a Taurus. I'm gonna trust me. We're playing some Taurus tomorrow. Are the points to get the cards the same for the ones coming tomorrow? No. How do you feel about Leaf? I think Leaf is extremely good. What's the best site to look at all the cards? Pokemon Pocket expansion cards. This is all YouTube videos. Pidgeot EX isn't revealed, but it is confirmed as in EX because Blue has it. Are you going to buy more gold? I will very likely buy however much gold gets me the cards I want tomorrow. So if you're up for pack openings, you know where to go, right? Guys, what's a good site to view all the cards? Oh, thank you. Oh, odd. What if I click this? Hey, okay, here we go. So we'll see what happens with the evolutions, of course. We've talked about what Celebi EX and Pidgeot EX abilities in real TCG. Pidgeot EX's ability at the moment is to just pick a card from your deck that you want every single turn. How much more time? It's basically tomorrow morning, I think. What using to stream the game? Moo Moo. Goatski linked it. 21 hours from now, there you go. So Blue, I think, is going to be good. I think people are sleeping on Blue. No, so Pidgeot is just search your deck for a card and draw it. Excuse me, sorry. There have been no leaks? No. So I think Blue is a little bit underrated for me. Because think about all the times your opponent has exact damage, or all the times they're just a Giovanni away from knocking out your Pokemon, and you just play Blue. Right? I think Blue's pretty good. Dedini, I think, is also good. Dedini's meta dependent, but I do think the Pokemon is good. I do think the Dedini is going to be good. And my view on Dedini is he isn't Giovanni just better than Blue? What? One's aggressive, one's defensive. Yeah, they're completely different. All your Pokemon take minus 10 damage when you play Blue. Blue is going to be harder to use. Will it? Is Blue hard to use? I don't think blue's super hard to use, is it? Because remember, a lot of the time, you'll use blue if your opponent has like an exact knockout, right? Then they just Geo. Sure, you've won for one. But if a card's bad because your opponent can do something that beats it, you don't play any cards then, right? Like, why play any cards? Because your opponent can have cards that win the game. Like, why do anything? Your opponent can just have Sabrina, right? I don't think saying like if you blue they Giovanni so it doesn't matter is a good way to talk about the card, right? Or your opponent needs a Giovanni to knock out your Pokemon, and you play blue, therefore negating Giovanni. Right? Like you can also use it in if they have normally, if they've got Giovanni, it gets knocked out, GG. Well, blue doesn't matter if they have Giovanni then, because you're stopping that extra 10 from Giovanni, right? Are you going to play LOL? Yeah, I'll play whenever I want, thank you. Just talk about the new cards. So Dedenne I think's good. Vaporeon, I think I cannot wait. Vaporeon is just it's my kind of card. I'm gonna be honest. It's my kind of card. I cannot wait for Vaporeon. Could have opened PoE too. Like, who is that Pokemon? Like, what Pokemon? Hmm? Vaporeon's broken. Is Vaporeon broken? Don't think Vaporeon's broken. I just think it's good. Now Water type has 2 ways to cheat energy. Well, Vaporeon doesn't like cheat like extra energy, right? Your Blastoise gonna wreck a lot of teams, that Vaporeon, yeah. Wait. How do you guys say Dedenne? Dedenne? Is it Dedenne? I just say Dedenne. It just rolls off the tongue. Dedenne. Dedenne. Huh? Dedenne. 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 See, everyone's giving me different ways to say it. So what I've concluded here is no fucker knows how to say it properly, so it is what it is. Should we be able to click on the card? Yeah. Just Dedenne. It's fine. Or Dedenne. Or Darude. And then, so yeah, Vaporeon's going to be sick. Then we have Execute, which is going to lead me to believe we're going to get a thick Executor. Because Execute ramps itself, which is huge. Because this has to be an Executor that wants a lot of energy. Is there a world where we're getting another Executor like EX? Does that work, Cap? It does. Wait, what else does that in the game? Does anything do that in the game right now? Does Meltan ramp steel if you don't have steel? No, that's different though, Cap. That's different. This says take an energy from your energy zone. That's not what Brock says, is it? Does that say from your energy zone? Does it? Let me check. I've got the game open. I don't. It does say from. Oh, well, fair enough. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm too busy flipping tails on Misty to notice what it says. Wait, let me check. I'll just double check. I've got the game open, obviously. Where are you? Choose one of your to get. Oh yeah, no, you're completely right. Yeah, so it will work. Yeah, good shout. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. You got me. Okay. Delmise is just Lapras. Larvesta, obviously, we don't know what the evolution is. Magmar is. I don't know. Dedenne. More or less what I said. Pika, I'll be interested. Like, is it 10 damage? That's 10, right? It can do 40 for one. Yeah. So it's 40 overall, right? Oh wait, no, it's 10 times. So it's 30. Sorry, yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's 10 times. Yeah. This Aerodactyl is going to be cool to mess around with. It really is. I think this Aerodactyl is going to be good. Magmar's discard 2. I think this Aerodactyl is going to be quite good. And I don't think it will be, oh, the ability is like the best thing in the world. I don't think necessarily that's true. I think the ability is a decent bonus because it's just always active. But if you look at it, it does, of course, evolve from a fossil. You cannot Pokeball a fossil, fine. 140 HP, deal 80 for 2. And one's colorless. Sounds okay to me. It sounds okay to me. Sounds really good, honestly. I'm looking forward to trying this. I think Aerodactyl's going to be good, but not for the reasons people think it's going to be good. And then we have the boy. Can you attach energy to a fossil? Yes. Taurus is kind of sick. I'm wondering, like, Taurus is too expensive and frail. Is that true? You don't have to start Taurus. Yeah, you don't have to start Taurus. You don't even ever have to really use it, right? Why would you use the new Magmar when Ninetale exists already? Because Ninetale you need to evolve, right? You need to go Vulpix Ninetales, whereas Magmar is just Magmar. Yeah, I think Taurus, you just chill. It needs 3 energy though. Right. It also deals 120 damage. Yeah, I think Taurus is going to be. Here's the thing though, right? People want ways to deal with EX Pokemon, this is one, right? In matchups where it's not relevant, you can use it as either just a tank, or you can hold it back, or just not play it to your bench if you really don't want to, right? It only one-shots Pika. I mean, it one-shots Mew EX with Giovanni. Yeah, I don't know. I think like, don't get me wrong. Do I think Taurus is going to be the best card that we've ever seen in the game ever? Probably not. Do I think the card's good? Yes, I really do. It one-shots P. Yeah, but look at all the EX Pokemon, right? Very likely you'll be able to either knock out or knock out like a slightly damaged EX Pokemon, right? I think this is pretty strong. It's a lot of damage. The only downside I can see with Taurus is open is your only basic. Oh, sure, but then it can just. But the good thing is, it can tank until you draw other cards. Then, right? Like, it's not like it's not like the new Jigglypuff, where if that's your only card you've got, it's got 50 HP and just gets slapped, right? Like, it is. People play Kangaskhan. I think Taurus is good. Leaf, I think, is very good. I think Leaf is very good. Sure, I'm just hype on tempo. Yeah, I think it'll be very interesting how the meta evolves with all these new supporters, with like blue, leaf. I'm assuming we're getting red. Hopefully we are. And the good thing is though, because it's a supporter, I don't think it's broken. I just think it's very good. Right? Leaf is gonna replace X speed. Do you think so? I can see like one leaf, one X speed. I think you just mix. Because X speed is very flexible, whereas if you leaf, you can't research, you can't Sabrina, you can't do all tons of stuff. Like that's the thing. I think X speed is still good. And then we have the Lord Marshadow of Poker Land. Marshadow is the nuts. Is it? I think it's very good. A basic Pokemon with 80 health that hits for 100 for one colorless, one fighting. I think Marshadow's sick. For me, it's the fact it's an 80 health basic that hits like a ton. It will only hit for 100 once or twice. What do you want from a basic non-EX Pokemon? Jesus! What do you mean it'll only hit for 100 once or twice? That's insane! Like, no, I want my basic non-EX Pokemon to hit for 100 8 times. Marshadow plus Farfetch seems very reliable, yeah. Yeah, and obviously it one-shots a Pika. If a Pika EX knocks out one of your Pokemon and you have Marshadow with the energy, the Pika EX can't really knock out a Pokemon if Marshadow's on the bench. If Primate hits for 100, it's job done. Same applies to Marshadow. Yeah, and it's a base. It doesn't require any evolution. And it's got a good amount of health. Like, it's really good. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. I changed my mind. Right, okay, yeah, that's very good. I'm glad we changed your mind. Yeah, and it's one prize, one cost retreat, and also, again, it's not the worst if you have to start it, if it's your only basic, right? Because it's 80 health. It's not going to get one tapped. It might not even get two tapped in some scenarios. And you've probably got the time to retreat it or something. Yeah, Marshadow, I think, is incredible. I think fighting got what they needed, if I'm being completely honest. I think fighting really, because I mean, I think fighting was pretty strong. You guys know me, I really love Golem. I played Machamp a lot and so on. I think fighting's good, but this I think pushes it over the line. Who would you pair Marshadow with? I don't even know if I would particularly. Okay, so generally you'd want low cost attacking Pokemon like Dugtrio, for example. But for me, I think there's a world where Marshadow isn't something you build your deck around. I think Marshadow is just a card you can play as a tech card, if that makes sense. Just let it sit on your bench and just say, well, if you're going to knock something out, you're about to take 100. Let's go. Right? Can you use a Vapor? No. Vaporeon is water to water. Fighting is also super effective against 3 types. Yeah, I think Marshadow's just a good boy that can just sit on the back and chill. It's just a chill guy. But yeah, guys, these are only a small selection of the cards. We know we're getting a Pidgeot EX as one of them as well. We know we're getting Celebi. Yeah, I think, guys, we're just ready for a good time. Mythical Island, here we come. We know the flute also. I went through the flute earlier, yeah. Please check normal Celebi EX abilities. I'm not gonna look at Pokemon TCG abilities. When are we getting the free 12-hour packs, though? Huh? We know 4 of the 5. Wait, there's Flute. Yeah, there's basically Poker Flute is an item card that you pick a basic from your opponent's discard pile and put it on your opponent's bench. I know, like 36. I guess so. I don't know. You guys know more than me. Please repeat the flute part. I think flute's gonna be good, but what's more interesting to me is the fact they let you choose, which is huge for the game. Why would you do that? So you can Sabrina like a Charmander and maybe knock it out as the third prize. Can you probably be used on a fossil? No. Fossil's not a basic Pokemon. Yeah, it can block bench space. Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. So we're just getting free hourglasses. So it's just going to be a free pack each day, right? Just going to be a free pack each day. And plus, they already showed that we're getting new PvE missions, right? That's been confirmed. So here's a question. Here's a question. We're getting the PvE stuff confirmed, right? So we're gonna have, what was it, 4 or 5 PvE fights? I'm trying to find the screenshot, but I don't think I can. So yeah, we're getting 3 fights. It's more than 3, right? Didn't they show? Didn't Isn't more than 3 confirmed? Hang on, can I just search like this is it, isn't it? Yeah, so there's at least 4. Because look, you can see the slither here, right? It's at least 4. At least. So it's 4 or 5, let's say, right? And you get these rewards. For people who were worried about expansions and stuff, does this make you feel better? They're giving you a free extra pack per day for 3 days, and there's these PvP events to get you more hourglasses. Is this like, are you just cool with that? Because this is kind of what the start of the game was like, right? With the base set. Could be better. I mean, life could be better, right? But I'm just saying, like, are the free packs Christmas, not expansion? Oh, okay, well, fair enough. But yeah, I guess this is my point. It's like, well, we're getting more PvE with these hourglasses again. Three to 4 packs doesn't help free to play. It's almost nothing. Right. Well, I guess you might be one of those people who's never happy. Because there's not so many cards in the expansion. Does that mean each pack will contain 1 card? No, I think each pack will contain 5 cards. When the game started, most people who didn't spend money don't have a decent deck. I mean, the game is extremely free to play friendly, right? I think most people that I've seen that have been free to play are very happy with the experience. That's on the Hearthstone cast. Oh yeah, thanks, Matt. It was fun. No, well, the thing to remember is there's less cards in the expansion, but there's only 1 pack. There's not 3 packs. So all the cards are in 1 pack, right? So of course the packs will be 5 cards. Yeah, it's basically all it's gonna mirror is like instead of 3 packs, the it's not gonna look like this obviously, but it's just a new pack. So it's the same as these. It's just got different cards in it again. Like that's it, right? I think there's always an element of games for free spender. It's impossible to collect every card unless you pay more than 1k. I mean, I don't know what the point is in like. I kind of hate the collect every card conversation because that's not true, right? The whole collect every card thing is just a clickbait shittery, isn't it? Because it's like saying, "Oh, Fortnite's not free to play because to get all the skins, I'm gonna need 50 grand." Right? Because when people say every card, they mean all the alternate arts, right? They don't mean every card, playable card. They mean alternate art. And that's just ridiculous. That's like saying, "Oh, I need all the skins in Valorant, every single skin." Oh, so the game's pretty expensive. Yeah, I think a lot of people are, unless the game gives me everything for free in 5 minutes, it sucks. Can we make an estimate about amount of hourglasses in the PvE? I'm gonna assume it's gonna be the same amount we got in the other PvE. I don't mean 226. I mean every card you can collect. That's what TCG has always been about. I don't even know what you mean anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that means. I'm still waiting for this Fallout Blastoise. For free to play, if you all 226 twice, then you kind of have to use pack points. Okay. How many packs? 2. I just wish there were more ways to get hourglasses for playing the game. Yeah, but that's just I just want more free stuff, right? Which is fine to want more free stuff, but it's not a. I don't think it's a overly valid thing. Do we lose our pack points tomorrow? No, 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 no. Okay. For everyone who has not heard me say this 100 times already, you do not lose your pack points. Your pack points for Genetic Apex can be used and earned from Genetic Apex. For the next expansion, your pack points for, I don't know, Cheesy Snorlax expansion, those will be Cheesy Snorlax pack points. They will be spent on Cheesy Snorlax cards, and so on, so on. Cheesy Snorlax Nation Rise, well, there you go. You'll lose them eventually whenever they delete Genetic Apex, probably in a few months. I think it'll be more in a few months. Hourglasses are universal, yes. Because you know when you see these hourglasses, when you click a pack or whatever, You can just select other boosters. Right? And then... Yeah. Genetic Apex won't go anywhere for quite a while. They're not going to get rid of Genetic Apex anytime soon. Why would they? It would make no sense whatsoever. It would make no sense whatsoever. There's no way they would delete the ability to buy old packs. They will, but much, 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 much later in the game's life. Not anytime soon. I'm gonna do a 2-year rotation. If you forced me to say when do you think genetic Apex are gonna get rotated out, I would say it probably approximately 2 years. That would be my guess, just based on just card game knowledge overall. Hey, Kawa, good morning, mate. How's it going? Great job last night. You and Solo crushed it. Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. 2 years, there'll be tons of expansions in 2. I mean, there'll be what, 8 or so, probably. Maybe 10, depending. How's it work in TCG Live? They have a rotation. And 8 small ones. Yeah, that's fine though. Why would they stop giving the why would they design cards to only be playable for a few months? Or purchasable or playable for a few months? Because they can't what they can't do, they can't get rid of the cards to buy and still have the cards playable. Right? So they're not going to release Genetic Apex and in 4 months go, right, all those cards don't exist anymore, GG. Because of balance? They won't care about balance. It doesn't matter about balance. If your Genetic Apex cards suck in 8 months, just don't use them. Right? Like, simple that. Just don't use them. Problemo solved. Yeah, just if your cards suck balls, then just don't worry. At that point, it's power crept. Right, but what I'm saying is there's no reason to delete a load of cards, right? There's no logical reason. Why would you get rid of these cards if the only issue is that they're not as strong as the new cards? What if they're still overpowered and people will refuse to not use them? Then they play Misty? What? I don't know. What's the problem? I don't understand. When do you think Trader will be introduced? They said January. Yeah, what's the problem with people using Misty in 8 months or 9 months? Isn't that good then? That some older cards will be playable? Yeah, I don't see. I don't understand. Now we're trying to search for problems that don't exist. Haven't played Hearthstone since 2015. Can you still open old packs or play with? You can, but it's a different format. Ultima. If I'm still facing Misty Articuno after 8 months of new cards, I'll be sad. No, that's solved. I can solve the Misty Articuno issue. Look, you see this guy? This guy solves the Articuno issue. Easy peasy. Just get him. Paralyzed, deal 30. Paralyzed, deal 30. Paralyzed, deal 30. Problemo solved. Dandadan looks cool, yeah. Dandadan, for sure. I think it's possible that soon Misty will get replaced by a better water card. That's my spicy take. Except Dedenne gets one shot. Only if they go first. If you'll be fine. They just won't do it turn one and then you're in. Or have Dedenne on the bench. Let the other thing get one shot. Bring him in. Paralyze, 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 paralyze. I don't know how they could power creep Misty in a balanced way. Any form of reliable +1 energy would be power creep. If we had a reliable water energy ramp, I would play it instead of Misty right now. And how many hours is released? About 20, I think. Yeah, I would rather... Yeah, let's just live in a weird world where there's a new card and it's Water Brock. I would play that.
Enjoyed your casting the past weekend, you were amazing as always. Thanks also for all the diverse content, Raven.
Thank you, Ruben. I appreciate the 32 months of Subaronos. Very kind of you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the tournament. All right, should we play some games? Oh, yeah, all the events are gone. Jeez, there's nothing to do in the game. How am I going to survive till the next content drop? No, let's keep yapping. What about trading? Do we know? Trading is queued for January. I'm guessing if all goes to plan. Do by chance do viewer battles? No. $20 hours? I thought it would drop sooner. I don't think so. Whoa! Zemlanini, like dadini. Thanks a lot for the 5 gifted, mate. I appreciate that. Bloody hell, very generous with the old donation. Wait, why is... Huh? Oh, I see. Weird. Sure, that'll do. Wait, there's no Volcarona? Not announced. Well, there will be one. It's just we don't know what it does. I think I just realized if Misty Super Heroes, the opponent will split all the energy to all the water people in a single round. That's not how Vaporeon works. Vaporeon can only split energy to active. One thing I thought that could be cool with Vaporeon, though, is the dual Starmie EX. So then you retreat a Starmie for free, and then give the 2 energy to the new Starmie, hit, and then you can retreat that Starmie, give that energy to the new Starmie, and hit. And like, if you need to, cycle Starmies with just 2 energy. Because the retreat's free. So basically 2 energy and a Vaporeon, and your Starmies are done for life. Yeah. I'd love to hear your first impressions of LoL TCG from not playing it and just looking at it. As someone who isn't a fan of LoL and Arcane, a fan of Arcane, I like, but I fear too many fans of LoL have a bad feeling about it with what happened to lore. I don't think people will care about what happened to Runeterra if the new TCG is good. That's my view. If the new TCG is good, no one will care about Runeterra. You say Mars Shadow will be a Sabrina answer. Oh, right. You mean if they Sabrina something with the purpose to kill it, then they kill it, and then you Mars Shadow. Mars Shadow is definitely going to be a cool Pokemon to alter playstyles, right? No more. Well, there's only been Poker Flute as one additional card. People didn't care about WoW TCG because Hearthstone was good, exactly. Yeah, Poker Flute seems quite good. I'm really excited though because this is what I hoped would happen. There's a lot of cards already that's been shown that look extremely playable, which means we're gonna have to dive into deck building because we've only got 20 slots, right? So like, oh well, Leaf's really good. Well, Blue's good. If we're running Professor, Sabrina, and Geo, what are we gonna do? So it's gonna be really cool to work out. What does Flute do? Choose a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile and put it onto their bench. Around 25 cards. I don't think they were revealed in terms of abilities. How did the information about Fluke get leaked? It was, I think there was a Japanese YouTube video that just sort of announced it. I think they just got to announce it. I don't think it was a leak. Yeah, I think they just got to announce it. Yeah, you can flute Sabrina. Oh, excuse me. I'm shocked they let you pick, though. That is something that genuinely shocked me when I read the card. Genuinely shocked me that you could they like let you pick. That's huge for the game. That already feels like they're a step ahead of Snap. That's the feeling I get. They're having great cast this weekend. Thank you. How's Worlds? Worlds was good. Oh, hype cute. Look at this. Choo choo. Yeah, Worlds was good, thank you. Yeah, and I cast some long games in Worlds. Yeah, we had a 2-hour series on Saturday, I think. Or was it Friday? I can't, it's all melded into one. That's the user pick or the opponent? Seemingly the user. I think the scary thing about Flute is you can use 2. Yeah, there was an effectively infinite game on the weekend. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's literally infinites in Hearthstone right now. It's great to get China back on Hearthstone. Yeah. Ooh. What views like on our end? I wasn't watching, honestly, because I was obviously working, especially the finals. I meant on China. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no clue. Probably a lot. Well, they let me evolve Gengar, which is kind of sick. Oh, and we got Clefable. Which goes, how many packs will be needed to functionally complete the set? That's pretty easy to work out, isn't it? Because it'll just be a third of the amount that you needed to complete base set, right? Roughly. I don't know what that was. We'll do the maths. Has my opponent left? Hey, Shreeper. Raven about to be flying out to China again every weekend to cast some tournaments. You can come and live here and look after Waffle then, Kawa. Snapdev said we might get some card acquisition news this week. They did nothing, right? Did you watch our catch up with the Game Awards? I glanced at some of the results. I'm glad Astrobot won. Oh god, I got no sleep last night. I'm so tired. Witcher 4 hype. Astrobot winning over Wukong made so many players mad. I think Astrobot was probably a better game. Astrobot winning was a little bit sus. No, it wasn't. Like, Wukong is good, but I don't think it's game of the year. What are the predictions on the immersive cars? Have they said how many, The game is literally a PS ad. It's a really good game, though, so who cares? All that should matter, really, is the game good? I think there'll be Mew immersive and Celebi immersive, and maybe that's it. Have they confirmed how many immersive cards? 2 immersives, I believe. Oh, I feel like it's just going to be Celebi and Mew then. I think that just seems, fine. What's immersive? The ones you can click into and they play the video. I think it's 3. Oh, they said 3 in the description. Yeah, so Mew, Celebi, and Pikachu, probably. That basic Pikachu. Since we already have an immersive Mew, we don't have an immersive Mew. Mew and Mewtwo are different Pokemon. Well, it'll for sure be an immersive Mew. And I'll tell you what, it's gonna be Mew. Oh, hang on. You mean the thingy Mew, the full collection? That doesn't count. That's not a card. That's not a card. That doesn't count. They're not gonna not have the cover Pokemon immersive, right? That doesn't count. No, it doesn't. That's a bonus card. That doesn't count. We're for sure having Mew flying around the tropical island, like that sort of image. That's what we're gonna get for sure. Maybe they'll just like Crown Rare Mew. I would be baffled if they're not releasing immersive Mew in the new set. I'd be baffled. Okay. It was 3. Yeah, possibly. Immersive Poker Flute. And it's just the epic sax guy, but with a poker flute. The expansion being a continue of set 1. Is the expansion a continuation of set 1? Yes, it's 1A. Right, but isn't that just more, it's the mini set after the expansion? Like, they're not going to call it 5Q, are they? Like, chronologically, it continues from... You know what I mean? They're not going to... Well, of course, it's the continuation of set 1, because it's the thing after set 1. But it's not specific... Well, it doesn't look overly Kanto-related, does it? From the cards we've seen. I mean, there's what? There's Snivy, there's more lulls, there's Dedini, there's Delmies, there's Larvesta, there's Marshadow. I'm just seeing the Gengar. It's the alternate art Gengar EX with the rainbow border. GG! Got him. It's mostly EX versions of Gen 1 Pokemon from the first pack. There's only... I mean, are we counting... Okay, sure, let's count Mew. There's Mew, Aerodactyl, and Pidgeot, which is fine, but... I don't know. I think, I really hope they don't just go pure region hop. I think that'll be bad. Does this deck have Clefable? It does, yeah. 2 Clefables. Oh yeah, I played the new Helldivers stuff. It's sweet. The new Helldivers update is awesome. It's my favorite. I think it's my favorite enemy to battle. We have 5 EXs confirmed. Mew, Aerodactyl, Pidgeot. Am I being stupid? Oh, do you mean just the number confirmed? Sorry. Celebi is EX. Oh, is that confirmed? Oh, I didn't see that. I knew they said Celebi was in. I didn't see that it was confirmed. So yeah, good stuff. I didn't know that. Like I said, honestly, guys, this weekend I've been non-stop busy with Hearthstone stuff, so I've not really, dove too deeply Pokemon things. Yeah, the number confirmed. Cool. So there's one mystery EX, right? I guess one mystery, one left. It's very interesting because it means if that's the case, Steel and Dark can't get one each, right? Right. Get him! I'm always on Raichu. Dark Terra Pidgeot. I can actually see them going for Dark and Steel in set 2 more. I could see set 2 leaning into Dark and Steel way more. Celebi was in OG? No. Celebi wasn't in original. Honestly, though, I just think... I just think that the fact that we just don't know the cards less than 24 hours before they're released is kind of the nuts. I'm so down. Yeah, I'm so down to just be like, yeah, let's just rip stuff. So guys, honestly, tomorrow early, I'm going to be up. I'm, of course, going to be Jimmy jamming on stream. We're going to be ripping packs. We're going to be ripping packs. So if there's ever a time to tune into the stream, what time tomorrow will you be up? I'm probably going to, because I didn't sleep last night, I'm probably going to make sure I sleep tonight. And I'll probably try and be up between 6 and 7 my time. And if that helps, it's 10 a.m. now. So 4 to 3, between 3 and 4 hours earlier from now, I'll be live, is my goal. 2 a.m. according to Waffle. Are you swiping? Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll swipe until we can't swipe anymore. Theory crafting deck experiment stream tomorrow too. Yeah, of course, we're getting the new cards. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna be jimmy jamming all day. And as you would expect from me, I will be creating all the best decks, and anyone else who makes decks that are even similar to mine, clearly just stealing. Right? You know it and I know it. Everybody knows it. Also, are we just 3-0 with Gengar today? Or 4-0 or something? I know I stole your deck. There you go. See, everyone steals my decks. Oh, we got level 44 last night as well when I opened the pack. I'm a level 44 gamer now. Black Myth Wukong producer on the Game Awards top prize snub. I came all the way here for nothing. Jesus. Oh, we didn't put Ghastly down. Whoops. Although one thing I did think that was hilarious is the Balatro dev just didn't go. Like, nah, I'm good. God, I think it's the most unbalanced so far. I think the game's very balanced, honestly. And he won too. Balatro won it was a mobile game, right? Balatro? That is like big ball move. It's like, yeah, I don't really want to go. I don't really want to be in the spotlight. It's all good. I'll just take the dub and all my money. Thank you. It's a really good deck. I broke Gengar Arts. I feel like they're just waste away. It's better than it looks, this deck. Is this deck like the best deck in the game? No. Is it very, very, very playable? Yes. You could choose what EX would you introduce, Mimikyu? How can you play this game? Zemlenin's linked Moo for you, or the link to my Discord, which explains Moo. I tried to post it that he was actually there, but didn't want to show himself. Oh, really? You have decks lined up already for the new set? Not at all, because we don't know any of the real cards. Like, we will... Look, a master can only work when they have the information, right? Honestly, though, the Balatro dev is just a lord. Because you make a game pretty much, as far as I'm aware, on your own. It becomes giga popular and you make an absolute crap ton of money. It wins awards and you're like, I'm just having a good time. You know, don't need to get involved with stuff. Like, no, he's just having a good life, right? It's just, look, I've got a shitload of money now. I'll just do whatever, yeah. I was thinking if it was one dev who's going to thank, then he sent other people up to thank him. Yeah, God play. Also, though, didn't he specifically say that for them to shout out other indie devs and everything? So, like, he was like, no, check out all these other indie devs because they're the nuts. Hey, Gravitas. Did Balatro get 18 plus rating earlier today? I know Balatro had a weird rating issue in some countries when it came out a while ago. I didn't know there was any issue today. Back from Hearthstone Land, yeah. Larian CEO was amazing. What did Thingy say? What did Lord Sir Armorman? Got banned on Switch online here in Australia. Not sure if it's been unbanned yet. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. But it's making poker more popular. I mean, it's so close to being nothing to do with poker, though, right? He fully went in on corporate games, did he? I love that. So the devs need to play games that they like and to stop being corporate shills. Yeah, I think I will say I am not a game dev, but I've played a million games. And I've played a lot of games that are like AAA where I've sat and thought, have people played the game that they've made? Attended the Game Awards anonymously. I didn't want to make my life any more complicated, but it was a really wonderful event to reflect on this crazy journey. I was moved to tears a few times. I'm just overwhelmed with messages of love and support. Please, now that I've been given my flowers, go play other deserving indie games and spread the love around. There are so many in this amazing industry that I think are worthy of praise. My game has received. Yeah, but sounds like a good guy. One sec, guys. Let me play my turn before we laugh. Oh, wait, it's just GG, right? Good. Guys, why? Yeah, have we just 5-winned Gengar and I've barely been paying attention? It's stupidly simple. This is the Larian CEO for people in YouTube. It's stupidly simple, but somehow it keeps getting lost. A studio makes a game because they want to make a game they want to play themselves. They created it because it hadn't been created before. They didn't make it to increase market share. They didn't make it to serve the brand. They didn't have to meet arbitrary sales targets or fear being laid off if they didn't meet those targets. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just speaking truth, right? It's kind of and Sony put out a game trailer that contains Porsche, Adidas, and Sony branding. True, the trailer did look good though. Apparently, work conditions for Astrobot devs were really good. Do we get to agree with these things whilst playing Pokemon Game 117? Yes, we do. Do you run basic Gengar in this deck? I do not know. It's just 2 Gengar EX, 2 Clefable, and then whatever you want, item and trainer wise. Kello, how's it going? Good job on casting. I got to tune in for a little bit now and then. Great job. Yeah, I particularly enjoyed the discussion around, what was it, Bonk and Stomp or something? Which was a very interesting discussion to have on a Pokemon air. Luckily, we were talking about Pokemon moves. How did Hearthstone go? It was really good. Yeah, the finals last night was awesome. It went to game 5, and it was very, very hype. So yeah, the Hearthstone went really well, thank you. I'm tired, though. It was a long, long weekend. I cast a 2-hour match that wrecked me a little bit. For a time I went to check in, you weren't on. Well, if you hate my casting, just say so, Callum. Well done for the cast, I enjoyed it. Oh, thanks, Fatal. I did my best. I barely know anything about Astrobot. Was it worthy of Game of the Year? I think so, yeah. Astrobot was like basically a fantastic Mario game. Didn't realize how big Hearthstone actually was. Oh, I mean, Kello, we're in the twilight years of Hearthstone right now. Old Hearthstone esports was the nuts. It was actually crazy. Like, good old having tournaments in the Bahamas. on a beach. Those were the days. Yeah. Oh, those were the days. So for whatever reason, I was convinced the mini-set was coming out today. Did you get to go to those? Of course. Yeah, the premier casters go everywhere. Or used to, Callow. Yeah, I've been all over the world. Yeah. Honestly, Hearthstone esports used to really pop off. I mean, it's, you know, it's still okay now, but it used to be. There basically used to be a tournament in a different country, like maybe 2 a month. Like, it used to be filthy. Well, you know, you gotta tell the truth, right, Callow? What's the craziest match you have on your mind? What, Hearthstone? Honestly, this finals was really good. My first loss today. So the reason some of you think the new set came out today is because of Americans. Basically. It was before COVID, yeah. Premier Pocket Caster. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I cast with Ursies on hers last weekend. She actually messaged me last night to see if I could jump in because the person she got to cast was sick. But I was just had to be like, I'm sorry, I'm just casting the World Championships of Hearthstone. I can't. Pavel Book will be forever Raven's highlight moment. Yeah, the Pavel match was insane. Hunter Race versus Viper in Taiwan was insane. This finals was good. Bahamas was awesome because it was Bahamas. Although we were literally working like 18 to 20-hour days in Bahamas. So they were long. Is it not today? So if you're an American, I think it will be today in air quotes. Don't go for that long. So the tournament in Bahamas was filthy because it was best of 7. Getting paid overtime? No. We literally would end a day and go, all right, I'll see you in a few hours. And we literally meant like 4 hours. So us and the crew would like finish up the show. And luckily, the venue was the hotel we were in and staying in. We just walk over to our room. A couple of hours later, right, call time. Grab a shower, go again. It was crazy. Guess what? We stopped doing best of 7 not long after that, I think, from what I can recall. But yeah, there's no overtime. Basically, for work, we just have a day rate. So it is what it is. We get the job done. Best of 7, it was just... Well, Kello, like, on Saturday... It was Saturday or Friday. Put it this way. This weekend, there were multiple 2-hour matches. Like, one match, 2 hours. Between, like, just 2 players. Multiple 2-hour matches. So type of pack hourglasses will be the same for new set. Yeah, hourglasses are hourglasses, Radislaw. But yeah, we basically used to just get it done. Must have been dead tired the following day. Yeah, but the way we work is just we just do the job. Like we've done when we used to cast APAC, we used to be on APAC hours whilst being in California. So our call time was 1 a.m. So I'd fly from the UK time zone to California time zone to then have to wake up in Asia time zone to work. It was an interesting time. It was an interesting time. Something about it's because of Americans is so funny because of how racist it's. It definitely doesn't sound racist. The forum because Americans is because on American time zone it is the 16th when it comes out, right? This is kind of rough. Also, American isn't a race, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think that needed to be pointed out, but of course, yeah. I just thought I'd explain. But yeah, and then I had a time where I think in 2.5 weeks, I lapped the world. I went round once in like 2.5 weeks. Which was fun for the old body clock. Yeah, I went Poland. I think it was something like Poland, Germany. And this is not just one flight. This is Poland, work. Germany, work. California, work. China, work. Poland, work. Home. I think that's what I think that was it. Something along those lines, anyway. Oh, yeah, yeah. I didn't know what planet I was on during that time. Hearthstone was popular in Poland. Hearthstone was popular everywhere. Hearthstone was one of the biggest games. Hearthstone basically created the online card game shenanigans. Will our pack points be usable after this mini set? They'll be usable, but they'll be usable on the Genetic Apex set. It was before the Gwent times. Oh yeah, of course it was. You see some of you people flying to Australia for the DLC? Yeah. Yeah, I would also like to not have a job yet have money. That'd be cool. I think we just lose here, right? Yeah, Firebat's cool. Me and Firebat hung out a lot. Although at the Bahamas, he was drunk constantly. It was hilarious. I think Blastoise will get more meta because Mew EX won't work well versus him. It's still 3 energy, 100 damage. But also, Blastoise might get more popular because Vaporeon will exist. Okay, I live in Oz, yeah. I would love to go to Australia, but I'd need a bodyguard at all times to defend me against the wildlife. I'll be your bodyguard, perfect. The funny thing is, I've grown up with tons of very dangerous animals, right? And I still would want a bodyguard in Australia. Like, I've been in extremely close proximity to extremely dangerous creatures. So you'd think I'd be, like, kind of chill about it. As an Aussie, it's not so bad. Dangerous animals in the UK, you mean... No, I mean, like, literally some of the most dangerous animals in the world. Open my mailbox to find a... Oh my... See, now if I went to Australia, I would have to hire someone to open my mailbox for me. People? No, I mean like extremely dangerous, like reptiles, snakes, things like that. Spiders. Just stay in the city, you'll be right. Okay. Wait, do like ripped kangaroos not roam the streets at night and kick people? No? Okay. Be cool if they did though, right? Those kangaroo gangs. Gangaroos. We all ride kangaroos to school and work. That sounds awesome. Kind of like Mario with bloody Yoshi, right? What kind of animals? Like extremely venomous snakes and deadly spiders I grew up with, as well as loads of other mammals, right? Monkeys and shit. I did 0 anti-venom. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, we had to actually find out where the nearest hospital was that had like specific storage of anti-venoms and stuff. Kangaroo smashed into my sister's car when she was driving. Now her aircon doesn't work in her car. Brilliant. I have to teach some Aussie lingo beforehand. True, yeah. What was the thing I learned from? I had an Australian friend who was casting with us. Is it there's kangaroos in the back paddock or something? Was it something like that? Is that so? Oh, I can't remember. It was something like that. Does it mean someone's crazy? Is that like? Isn't that a saying? There's kangaroos in the paddock or the back, something like that, or in the top paddock or something. I'm sure he said something like that. Scariest thing about Australia is the blue-ringed octopus. No antivenom, you have to breathe on a ventilator. The oceans... Oh, I ain't going in the ocean. I can't swim. Yeah, I'm not going near the ocean. I can't swim. I don't go near the ocean in the UK. Never mind anything else. See, if you get bit by a rattlesnake, you could be dead if you don't get to hospital. Yeah, we had rattlesnakes, yeah. Do you use Moo Moo? Yes, I do. You can't swim now. Honestly, I'm built like a rock. Not the rock, but a rock. Few roos loose in the top paddock. That was it. The roos loose in the top paddock. That was what he said. Yeah. That was it. And it means you're a bit loopy, right? I think that's what... It was a fair few years back. I've never heard that one before. Yeah, it's pretty old overall set. Ah, okay, because he was telling us about that. Yeah. Oh, we're not going to get this done, are we? Maybe I know. Are you really Australian? Not here to fuck spiders. I've heard that. Yeah. I've heard that one as well. Yeah. Hello's a city girl. Do you have to... Are you only classed as like I don't know, an outdoorsman type person if you've like wrestled a kangaroo to submission or something? Is that what you've got to do? Or wrangled a rattlesnake? Do I need to spend my card points? Oh, they'll still be valid tomorrow. So, Fluffy, your pack points are not going anywhere, but you can only spend pack points on the cards from the packs that you got them from. We don't have rattlesnake. Oh, is there not rattlesnakes in Australia? Oh, I thought there were. I see. I don't know enough about these things, but I've been very close to these things. But when I was close to all these things, they're in the UK. Submission match Champa Kangaskhan. There you go. Hey here. Is there actually... Wait, are there rattlesnakes in Australia? There are no rattlesnakes native to Australia. Oh, interesting. Because we've had a brown snake's Australian. Brown snakes for Australian, okay. Yeah, because we've had them before. I'm pretty sure we've had... I think rhino vipers aren't, right? No, rhino vipers, Africa. Okay, see, I know nothing about the details of these things. Browns are, yeah. Did your parents own an exotic pet? So my dad was bred exotic animals. Only has some birds now. Doesn't have the crazy ones anymore. But we used to have some spicy meatball creatures. Really spicy meatball. Hot bird, yeah. What amulet use? I'm using Moo Moo. Ever seen a black-headed python? Not that I can recall. We've had pythons and stuff. We've had like as well as the venomous, we've had like the big fuckers as well. My brother used to breed them as well. But I can't remember all the specific all the specific types. But we also had some cool stuff because we had a lot of like mammals and stuff like that that were way cooler. Like we've had different varieties of like lemurs, monkeys. We've had otters before, which were fucking awesome. Porcupines. All the eagles, hawks, owls you can imagine. Yeah. Basically a little bit of everything. We also had a fucking toads, like weird toads and stuff, which were actually dangerous. Do you know that infants are not naturally afraid of snakes? Are infants naturally afraid of anything like that? I don't know. But you didn't know the difference between toads and frogs. Well, I know, like, to look at them, that they're different. Yeah, other than the shape. Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, they look different. Okay. Yeah, we've had all the spiders as well. I'm pretty sure that we had black widows at one point, which is and Goliath bird-eating spiders. They're not it. Are the words I'm going to use. They not for me. I'll take any of the birds, any of the mammals, but oof, not for me at all. Yeah, I've had some cool stuff. I think like white ruffed. I'm pretty sure they're white ruffed lemurs. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure they're called white ruffed. Yeah, the white ruffed lemurs were the nuts because they were semi tame ish. As in like I wouldn't ever class them as tame, but they would sit on your shoulder and like take snacks. You know, they wouldn't like you wouldn't open the enclosure and they'd just like go for you or anything like that. They were pretty friendly. Great cockroach killers. See, you could just do the other option and just not have cockroaches. Okay. I like this Moltres no backline scenario here in Oz. Yeah, I remember I was in Taiwan and I was there living there for a couple of months at a time casting. And one of my casting partners was in the apartment next to me. He messaged me, "Hey mate, can you give me a hand with this?" And then sent me a picture, and it was a massive cockroach. And I just replied, "Nope." Red panda. Red pandas are cool. I think if I could just magically get a pet, like just a new pet like that, of anything I want, I am almost certain I would just pick a capybara. Maybe a sloth or a red panda. Get a raccoon. The only thing I saw earlier, do you guys know what bush babies are? I saw a video of someone like promoting them as pets. I guess this video was from someone in America, but I'm pretty sure you were not allowed a bush baby as a pet in the UK without a license. Is that like a possum? No. A bush baby's like a tiny, tiny monkey-like creature that like is nocturnal and like bounces around with massive eyes. So hang on. Bush baby. I'm pretty sure they are not good pets. Because we've had them before, but we didn't have them as pets. They had like a full enclosure. Like, you know, they weren't like none of my parents. There you go, that's a bush baby. Would you ever catch wild animals and keep them as pets? No. They look like a possum. They're like that big though. They're really small. And they jump